Scoop and Cat.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Mm-mm.
Ha! Can you hear me?
Hey,
I'm like, can you hear me? And it clearly says join with computer audio. Do you see this fucking people that has moved in
she's like,
on
which
my
side was
fucking
it
face? I'm gonna start charging this shit rent.
on?
Fucking,
That's so.
it's a fucking illegal immigrant on my face. That's what's an illegal immigrant. I don't care about these people that they're worried about. I care about this shit.
Okay, brother. You close
You
down
know
this
where it
corner.
is. Yeah, this whole quadrant. This shit is like, just like,
How did that
camping out.
happen?
I don't know. It's just camping out. It's just like,
Did it hurt first, and then one morning
no,
it just appeared?
no.
Oh,
Hi, hi, Aiden.
hi.
Um,
He's like,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know who
how
this
to fix
crazy lady
this.
is.
Here. What do you want?
It's pink.
Oh, the game card isn't in. Can you want to play some Mario Kart or something?
No.
No,
Solid
of course you
choice.
don't. Can you just play Mario Kart?
No.
Well, find your father. Wait, what game is it? Like, find your father. Oh, Mario Party's in there. You want to play some Mario Party?
No, I already did.
Oh, you
Mm.
already did? Well, find dad.
I don't need him.
You do need him because I don't know what to do with this. I don't know where the game
He's
is.
not mean.
He's not mean. He's not.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
No, it's not.
Hey, why don't you go take this and use it for a little bit and lie down upstairs? You need to rest. You don't want to?
No, I don't think
Okay, why don't you go lie down then upstairs, not
I
down.
don't need to.
Aiden, go upstairs, please. Before I get like really unhinged. You see, this is what they want. I don't feel like getting my fat ass up. Aiden, well, he wants to kill himself. There you go. Take that balloon. Jump. Hope you don't die. There, jump. Really mean it. No, pay attention. You know you can't see well. Jump.
Oh my God.
No, Aiden, pay focus. Oh shit, you thought it out. You're fine. Just stand up and focus. Get that balloon. You okay, you don't have underwear on. This is awesome. Grab the balloon, Aiden. Jump. Yes. No, pay attention.
Almost.
Don't look at me. Look at the balloon.
Almost. Oh,
Reach. I don't feel like getting up. Don't make me do this.
are you wearing pants?
I am wearing a dress, like my skims dress at
Oh,
home.
nice. Mm.
But I don't like sucking my stomach and walking across. I'm
Well,
just gonna
we'll
roll.
edit it out.
I'm just gonna roll so my gut and it's like
I'm dying. Oh my God, it's so funny.
literally rolled away if you couldn't see me. Okay. Okay, now take the plane go. I don't want to pick you up. I can't pick you up right now. I'm busy. Go upstairs. Go to your room. Here, take the switch with you.
I don't need to.
Yeah, bye.
I don't want
Tell me what you need to do again. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to you. Take this and go. Don't come back down here either. Oh my drink.
Right.
I'm like rolling.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay. Oh, Jason got so much straw.
Jason got to your straw.
Yeah, I had to reshape it. It's like, those
Ugh,
healthy, for the
I
environment straws, the good straws.
right. I hate it when they like the kids chew on straw.
Yeah, it's like
What
why
is
why can't
that?
you just drink? Just drink it. Just
Drink.
drink.
Oh my God. The chewing straws just drives me insane. Insane.
And then they look like, oh, I can't get any drink out. Really?
And you're gonna chew it out? You're
Like
gonna
you
chew
don't
it out.
say. Oh, something that's been really on my mind
Oh my God, tell
that
me.
I have to get off. I have to get it off my chest.
We have so much to get off our chest today. Let's start here.
And I see it all the time, and I meant to mention it before. The baby on board stickers.
Right.
I don't know why, but those go through me. Like they just send me to a place like I can't, a place I don't want to go, a place I don't want to be. It's like, oh, I was gonna ram into you, but since you have a baby on board,
I've
I'm
heard that
not.
so many
Like,
times.
what is the baby on board sticker? Like what why? What is the why? I need to know the why.
I feel like
Like
maybe
why?
maybe it has to do with like it's for people who would maybe like be honkers or
I'm still going to honk you. I don't care about that baby in your car or your sticker. Get the fuck out the way. Go in the slow lane, go somewhere else, but just get the fuck out of my way.
yeah.
Fuck that sticker and fuck you too. Like, I don't care, honestly. The only acceptable one that I have seen, it said baby in this bitch. And I was like, that was funny. Like, okay. I'm like,
I
all
like
right,
the
I could that
alternative
fast.
ones. I
That
like
was
the
funny.
I like it when it's alternative, when it's like little Jedi or something, or like something cute. Like it's making fun of the fact that like, listen,
Right. I
I'm gonna let
can,
you
I
know,
can,
but also like I'm having some self-awareness, basically. It feels like self-awareness. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
yes.
Maybe it's false
I
self-awareness,
just
but
I just hate them so much. And the stick figure families hate them too.
oh my God. Have you seen the one where it's like a dinosaur and it's like they
Yes,
eat your stick figure?
stick figure family, or the one it's I've seen a T-Rex and it's like fighting them, eating them, a monster truck.
Yes.
The monster truck one is funny and it shows them like running over the stick
Oh
figure
my God,
family.
that's funny.
I don't mind those. But baby on board and stick figure families, I don't give a fuck, like I said, about you, your stick figure family,
That's funny. That's funny.
whoever does dance or soccer. I don't care.
I
I
have
just
to,
care that
yeah.
you lose.
Or how do you feel about the my kid was student of the month?
And they plaster it onto the car so it's permanent. And it's like, well, that's nice. They're in fourth grade. Like, talk to me when they're in like eighth or ninth. Oh, my child was student of the month at the AA meeting. Congratulations. Let's see if you keep that same energy if that comes to fruition later on. No one cares.
It's
Put
hilarious.
it on your desk. Put it, even if you want to, I don't know, but no one cares. No one
What
cares.
about when it's like uh NYU mom or like UCLA mom or
Oh yes, I see like the Marine Corps mom ones,
Marine Corps mom?
especially, or
Right.
Army
Well,
mom,
yeah,
whatever.
how do
Or
you feel about this? Because you're also you're a veteran, you're a Marine.
right, child. Yes, you can do this. Hey, Aiden, your don't jump like that. You have the undies on. What are you eating?
Guys.
Oh, a lot of French fries. Here, take that. Go up there and do that. Scoop that way, so no cheeks come out. And then he bends over. Awesome. So
You
yes.
can't see it, don't worry.
Okay, great. These like little baby balls and walnuts.
He doesn't have
Little
underwear
baby
on?
nuts. He doesn't have. He went to the bathroom and then he takes them off when he goes when he's
That's
home.
efficient.
And he's like, I just take them off. And I'm like,
It's
Aiden, I
like
can see your little testes, little beige little nuts. Just
Athena, Athena, as soon as she gets home, she takes off her pants.
I was the same way when I was younger. I would like strip.
Like
I would have my undershirt and underwear on. That was it. Like as soon as I came in,
just peeled
naked.
off the layers.
Yes. And I don't want my outside clothes indoors. I'm still like that to this day.
Oh my
Like
God,
I won't
that's
even
so
sit down on the couch, anything, until like my outdoor clothes are off.
yes.
And they know better too. I'm like, you better not put that on my fucking furniture. I'm like, derobe yourselves.
Do
They
you
know
robe
better.
yourself?
Just at the door, just get butt ass naked. Don't put on anything. But oh yes,
Oh yeah.
the sticker, like mom, NYU mom or
Right.
Marine
Yes, yes,
Corps
yes.
mom.
Marine mom. How do you feel?
That doesn't annoy me as much
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
like
Okay.
I'm proud that my child is a developing adult or already is an adult and they
Yeah, has
have
done something with their
has
life.
done something with their lives and you're proud of it.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's like NYU, that's Harvard,
Right.
anything prestigious, Air
Right.
Force, Marine
Right.
Corps, Coast
Right.
Guard, even Space Force,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey.
hey, fight those aliens. There's a space force for a reason. We may not know what it is, but that doesn't bother me as much. It's like,
Oh my God, did you
know,
see that they did an investigation? Well, there was an investigation
right.
and
And they said
they
that there was no contact.
yes, exactly that the government had actually not covered up.
You see this? What happened? Aiden, if you come in here again, I'm gonna take your legs off. Just go upstairs in your room and do that. Thank you.
He's the way he walked away.
He casually just walks in. He's just like, I don't got no drawers on anyway. And then you hear the dog paws just clicking. Aiden, go ask grandma. How about that? Go pee then. The fuck? So yes, this investigation.
This investigation,
Mm-hmm.
they cleared the government of, I don't know, I forgot what it's like, Congress, something else or other. But yeah, it was like, I mean, it's a moot even thing because even if say, like hypothetically say that was true, they didn't cover anything up. We wouldn't believe them anyways.
I would not. There's okay. Like right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like okay.
Okay.
Sure. Like, what are you really going to tell us? You know what I mean? Like, do you really think that the majority of Americans or even the human race, like on planet Earth, would be accepting of knowing that we have made contact with aliens and that they're just here walking amongst us or something to that effect? No, they're not gonna
of course not.
be okay. All right. That's why I read that. I'm like,
Okay.
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 Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. But then they have like all these conflicting reports that come out all the time. Like a few months ago, I think they found something in the ocean. Like,
Oh yeah.
and they said it was alien because it was not of this terra. It was
It was like it was
extraterrestrial.
alien, but I feel like they used that word uh
Whoever wrote
intentionally
that press release,
to
it was their last
create
day of
drama.
work. It was their last day of work. Like, this fucking aliens here, bitches.
It's
And
the
I'm gonna let
last
all
day.
y'all know. He said, send. And then he clocked out. And then that was it. He knows.
Bye.
They know what they did. They like, bye. We have aliens. And they're running around the government. And they're probably on the New York City subway. Bye.
Bye.
Like,
So,
I don't believe that one at all. I don't believe
yeah.
that report.
They said
I kinda
alien,
just-
like as in like foreign body, not of this atmosphere. Not alien, like it's just about to sprout legs and run away.
Like Event Horizon, like kind of alien. I mean, that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
That movie was pretty like fuck. Event Horizon.
Remember that was like the whole era of Alien, but there was Contact,
Yeah.
Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Sphere was a trip.
It was just a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
We knew. Yeah,
we
like
knew.
we knew, and they knew.
They knew.
I mean, we don't have all these alien movies for no reason. They're not fooling X-Files. They're not fooling me. Like art imitates life.
Files.
Art imitates life. I am not
Mm.
fooled.
Oh, I like that. Yes, it's true. It's true. Art does imitate life. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So funny.
So
Can I take a step back? Because
yes.
if I feel like our children all have like a different level of like can only take us, like everyone has their different personalities.
Mhm.
And you have to talk to each one of them sometimes like in a very specific way that's only
Yes.
special to them. Like for instance, I can talk to Rafa the way you talk to Aiden, but I can't talk to Athena.
No, it's totally true. Like
She'll be
Aiden's oblivious to everything.
Take it so, and he's oblivious.
He's oblivious. It doesn't matter what I say to him. He's like, okay, whatever. But like Sarai, you know, I can't talk to her the way I talk to Sophia. Sophia can be very direct.
Yeah.
You know, very like, what are you doing? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
I talk to Sarai like that, and it'll be like, shut down. Like,
You're like, why do you hate
down.
me? Why are you trying to get in my life?
Does Athena say that to you?
No, but Athena will I mean, she will be like feelings hurt,
But Aiden can be the same way too. Like he's
Mhm.
oblivious when he wants to be, when he's in like his feelings or his mood. He
Mm.
goes, well, why did you raise your voice at me? And this is after I've said the same thing to him at least 10 times. And I know he can hear me with those big ass
Yes.
ears, okay? And I'm like, well, Aiden, I've said it to you at least 10 times. Like, why do you hate me so much? Why do you have to yell at me like this? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm not getting gaslit by a 4-year-old. I'm like, I said what I said, Aiden. I'm raising my voice now because you didn't listen to me the first damn time.
You didn't
Don't
listen
try
to
to
me
do
for the
this.
first 2 hours.
Right. He is a trip with that. He is so dramatic. If he gets like a scrape, it's like a droplet of blood. I mean, just it can
Barely,
be
like an
so
abrasion.
scant. Like a very, very, very faint abrasion. He's screaming. Like the other day, oh, you have to help me. Save me, please, I'm dying. There's blood everywhere. I'm gonna die. Like he was going crazy. And Andrew and I are running to him and we're looking, and it's literally on his elbow. And it's like the tiniest
Like a
scrape.
mosquito bite.
Like the tiniest. And it was like this much. There wasn't even a measurement on this planet that could measure the minuscule amount of blood that was on his elbow, and he's sitting there screaming. And we're like, Aiden, you don't need a band-aid, you're fine. You know, we don't want to, you know, promote the
You don't want to feel, you don't
hypochondriacism.
want to feed into it's so hard
I don't
because
want
you're
to feed
like,
into his fear. Okay.
exactly.
He
Totally.
goes, you don't love me. You don't love me. You don't want to take care of me. Like he's really going off on a tangent. I'm like, I think you need a nap because I don't know what's happening right now. But yes, every child is different, and you have to talk to them in different ways.
It's so true. It's so true. Yeah. Athena, like, she'll be in her like sassiness where I
Mhm.
know I can be very direct with her.
Right.
And then she's like mischievous. And I can speak to her more directly and, just undercut her feelings a little bit. And then
Mhm.
there's when she's just, yes, very.
That's Aiden, and that's
And
why
she's
they're
just like,
what, 4 days
my heart
apart.
is broken. You're breaking my heart, she
That's
says.
Aiden. Yeah, see, they're 4 days apart, and this is why they act the way they do. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they're okay with you speaking directly to them, like how I spoke directly with him.
Yeah. And he's just like,
Sure,
mm-hmm, and just
totally
saunters
oblivious.
away.
Yes, any other time he might just like faint collapse on the floor. You don't love me. How could you treat me?
I am not loved. Yeah, totally. Athena will, she does
Dying.
this. She goes, fix my heart. And she puts her hands up in
Oh
a V and she
my God.
wants you to fix her heart.
They are master manipulators.
They're very,
Like,
it's cute though.
they're
I love our
good.
little narcissists.
I'm like, you're not gonna gaslight me, boy. You have no idea what that is or what I'm saying, but you're not gonna do it to
You're
me.
not gonna do it.
There's no, it's not gonna happen today. But it's very true. Like, they're all different. Jason, I feel like he's like that now. If you yell at him,
Mm,
like, don't do that. If you
yeah,
start him, he'll cry.
right.
Then he makes you feel bad because he's a baby or
Yeah.
whatever.
You're so funny. You got so many kids. You're like, you grow out of it. You're fine.
Like, you'll be fine. Drew, he has his moments, but normally he's like, okay, like he looks at me like I'm untethered, like I'm unhinged, like I'm crazy.
I can
Sophia
see
looks at
Jason's
me,
face. I can totally see Jason's be like,
yes. Sophia looks at me like she goes, okay. That little smirk, okay.
okay.
Okay, that, you know what I mean? But everyone is different. And so, like I said, I can't yell at her. Don't yell at her because she'll shut down and nothing will get through.
Right,
But I
right.
try not to yell. I really do
Yes.
try to gentle parenting, but they want a T-Rex sometimes.
Sometimes I ask
And
for it. They're like,
as
are
they
you still in
ask,
there? Are you still in there?
right. And then when you do become unhinged, they look at you like,
Yeah.
why are you
To-
speaking to me?
Totally, totally,
Like it's
totally.
you. They
Yeah,
don't take
I
any
can see.
accountability. It's
And it doesn't matter, like, and it's not that we don't have self-awareness. We have self-awareness. We know who we
yes.
are. And you're gonna have to like go through like this is gonna be a process.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna grow up. You're first gonna hate me. That's totally fine. And then you're gonna grow
Mm-hmm.
out of it and you're gonna realize, oh my God, my mother knew what she was doing.
A
And
little bit.
yeah,
At least a little
like
bit. You know,
It reminds me of on Friends when Rachel's sister visits. Her sister is a total narcissist, hilarious. I mean, just absolutely hysterical. And she's like trying to help her. Rachel's trying to help her, and she's just not getting it. And she's just very abrasive in her comments. And she's like,
mhm.
she'll say, "Oh, you're the soap opera star. You're on Days of Our Lives. Oh, and you are not good." She'll
Just so oblivious to the
say
fact,
these
right?
things. Exactly. Just totally oblivious and very opinionated.
No, so emotional IQ, just
And
none.
exactly. Like definitely like female autism at its best.
Right,
For
I was gonna say
sure.
she like Asperger's, like you
Yeah,
just say it straight
100%.
out.
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. And in the end, Rachel's like, you know what? You're like, you don't need to be fixed. You're already a pretty perfect version of what you already are. And it's like, yeah,
This is
see,
it.
I feel like our children will realize that when they're older, they'll just be
Mhm.
like, I mean, that's the beauty of family. That's how we learn and grow is when we realize it's not about how, you should have done differently and da 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 da. It's like, look, it happened. It's done. We are
Right.
who we are. And as much as that may hurt or whatever, like we're family, we love each other. And those little things don't actually matter, right? Like
Right.
those annoyances. Oh, well, how you did this or how you did that. It's like, are you kidding me? Like you don't think I love you? Of course I love you. Like of course I give my
Exactly.
life for you, It's like,
Mhm.
but as children we grow up and we start to create these stories and these narratives and even ourselves with our own parents, right? When we were
Mhm.
younger, you know it takes us time to realize our parents are great. It's just that they're people. It's just that they're humans too.
Yeah. Well, some parents suck, and they suck as
Yes, some
people too.
parents should not be
But
parents.
yeah, that's a whole other tangent.
And that's a
But
whole other.
luckily,
Well, we're talking about people
normal,
who
like
yeah,
the
who partake
normal,
in legal practices and
right? Who have their children's best interests,
yes, and
first
aren't
and
getting
foremost.
child services called on them.
Right. Like, are we calling CPS? No, we're not.
Yeah,
Like, we're totally not, and they'll understand that parenting, parenthood doesn't come with like this manual. And we
exactly.
kind of just figure it out,
We're just figuring it out.
as we
We're just
go along. My biggest success as a parent would be if they don't have to go to therapy because of me.
Mm.
So that'll be my KPI.
You're like,
My,
if they have to go for any other reason, that's fine.
right, that's fine. But my KPI, which is my, key, what is that?
Your
Key.
measurement of success.
Yeah, it's my measuring success. Thank you. HR brain is what I could put.
Yeah.
But that's my metric. Like,
Yeah.
am I the
Yeah.
reason you're in therapy?
Yeah. Key
No?
performance
Great.
indicators. That's
Key
KPA.
performance indicators. Thank you. And
I
I
got
literally
you.
just wrote like a whole page on that
Oh
for work.
my God.
Hire me, people.
But
Apparently, I'm great at my job. But yes, so
hire
it's like
me.
that's my metric that I
Yes.
go against. Like, did I put you in therapy? No, it's not you. Oh, thank God. Great. My job was good. I did
I'm on
well.
the opposite. I'm totally prepared. I've told Rafa since he was like, God, 10 years old. I'm like, when you're ready, I will pay for your therapy. I get it. I understand.
You're like,
I
I'll
think,
attend. We can
yeah.
heal together.
Yeah, we can heal together. We can do a twofer.
They'll have a good time with us.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, I fully accept. I fully accept that, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If I had to go,
You're like,
we definitely gonna go.
everyone internalizes things differently. So
Yes,
I mean, maybe they'll end up
exactly.
in therapy, but it's like, is it me or is it you?
Yeah.
We'll go to therapy and find out together. Maybe it can be awakening to go for myself. Like, oh shit, like
Oh
that was fucked
damn.
up. In
Oh
hindsight,
damn. Yeah.
maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that. Like I've never locked them in a bathroom or anything. So
I mean, that's
kudos.
also the problem too. When we've seen so much effed up stuff,
Yeah.
we're like, we're great. I don't
Like
know what
I'm
you're
golden.
complaining about.
Like there was a story years ago, has to be 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
Parents, a husband and wife, they had children, 3 of them, and they got arrested for giving them heroin to help them go to sleep. Yeah. I was
Stop.
like, never got my children addicted to drugs. 1 point for me. 0 for the heroin parents.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the children were like really tired in school. And then they notice like the marks on their arms and body. Like, what is this? Like, oh, our parents, they give us this to help us go to sleep at night.
Goopy
Yeah.
gagged. I'm like,
Yeah, like
oh my
like, what? Like you
God.
hear a story and you're like,
I'm doing great.
I'm doing wonderful. That's like I watch hoarders, like when my house is really dirty.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this palace right here. You guys can still see the floor. The toilet and plumbing still works. You guys are living like kings and queens. Look at this filth.
Mhm.
I'll
100%.
just throw over that whole pile of laundry that's on the couch that's been there for 3 weeks and kick it on the like ignore that.
Oh my.
Like look at them.
How do you deal with laundry with as many kids as you have? I can't even, girl.
My mother moved in with us last
Thank
year.
God, a saint.
Yes. And she loves doing laundry.
Oh,
Like she
stop.
loves it.
Oh my God.
She's like, oh, I have to run and do laundry. Like she loves doing laundry.
I can see
And
it as therapeutic.
yeah, she enjoys it and perfect for her. She's at the right place because there are a lot of asses
You're like, I got
that
a lot
need
of
their
therapy.
clothes washed. Got a lot of therapy for you. You want some therapy? Come here.
Hilarious.
Oh, but she loves it. Only thing she folds, she just enjoys doing laundry.
Yeah.
She
I feel like
does like
if
3
you
or
don't
4
have to
loads a
be,
day.
wow.
Yeah, it's like constant, like
I feel like if
constantly
you don't
washing.
have to rush, if you don't have other things
Yeah,
to do,
right.
it's like,
Like
yeah. I feel like,
a new
yeah, you
machine.
like put on a little podcast, just like,
Yeah, she's just
you know.
jamming, it's a brand new machine. It's great, it's
Oh,
nice.
yeah, we
So
have a
she's
new
like,
machine. I love doing laundry, but I don't
right.
love doing laundry. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So my job, and my husband gets on me about this all the time, is putting it away. Like he expects it to be put away the same day. I'm like,
Mm. Mm.
and I'm just like,
Uh,
my brain doesn't compute. I mean, in theory, I
yeah,
didn't wash it. I
right.
didn't have to fold the shit. So I was like, Vanessa, what is your problem? Put it away. But it's staring at me and I'm staring at it and I'm like avoiding it like the plague. I'm like,
Is it when you
I don't,
put the clothes away, is it just putting it in the drawers? You hang them
yeah.
up? Like,
I hang
okay.
them up sometimes, but it's like the drawers in the closet where I hang it up. It's like they're together. They just, hey, Vanessa, just come put this stuff away. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. He's like, you pay people to do this for you too, if you could, wouldn't you? I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie,
I
our
would.
goddess of cleanliness, she will
Goddess
hang,
of cleanliness.
she's
Send her
the
here.
CEO of
Put
keeping
her
this
ass on a
place
plane.
together. Send her to you.
Send her
She's
to me,
amazing.
please, please.
Yeah, and she will hang because I hang Athena's clothes
Okay.
just because it's so small that
It's
folding
annoying sometimes to fold the little things, like
little things.
especially babies. It's like the little legs. It's like they don't stay folded.
Yeah, no, they're like,
And they have pockets too. And then it's like, why do you have pockets? You're making it even harder. I don't know what
yeah.
babies put in their pockets, but it makes it that much harder.
Toddler jeans are
Yeah.
and then you have this pile in the
Mhm.
that's like it's completely
Yeah.
compromised as a structure. It's like
Yes.
incredibly
It over
narrow
topple over. It
and
never
like
stays. It's like
yeah,
exactly. I
yeah,
totally get the struggle. Yes.
yes, yeah.
I just
So
hate it. I hate housework. I mean,
yeah,
that's what it comes down to. It's
it
like,
took
what's
me
wrong?
so long to accept my fate as a mother.
It's like Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense, spoiler alert, when he didn't realize he was dead, but everyone else knew he was dead, but he didn't like, guess didn't want to accept it. That's me. Like with the laundry, it's like, no, I'm not gonna face
You're like,
that.
oh,
Nope.
wait. I'm responsible for
Like,
this?
nope, just clothes, just
Oh my
just
God.
please stop. Just anything. I'll do anything else just about like just don't do that. Decide, mood away. And then my husband, he'd be like, oh, you mean if the clothes are on the bed, you can't sleep with it on the bed? I can actually,
You're like,
but
especially if it's wintertime. Oh yes.
absolutely that. I'm
Oh
like, I
yeah.
can don't don't
Don't challenge.
doubt my ability to ignore the obvious and me act totally oblivious to what's going on. You think that that power launch is going to stop me from taking a nap? It's not. Like if I can get a nap and like do laundry or take a nap, I will sleep on top of the laundry that I just folded and then probably ignore it again later.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm gonna be better
you're
though.
sleep deprived. That's
I
one.
I can go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night and wake up at 7 p.m. and then still be like, I can go back to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, like my sleep is unmatched. I can go to
When you
sleep
say, so you see,
anytime.
you could go to sleep at 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and then wake up at 7 a.m.
Hmm.
and then go right back to sleep.
Yes. I think I need to go see a doctor. I think I have like high functioning narcolepsy.
Well,
Because like
hold
right
on.
now,
Do
I
you
can go to
wake
sleep.
up? You wake up during the night too.
Even when I don't,
Even
it doesn't matter.
really?
Like any time of the day, I can just go to sleep. Like right
Really?
now, I can just get up and go in the room and go to bed.
Like right now.
I can sit here right now and go to sleep.
Oh my God.
Like I've slept at clubs with my head on the speaker. My friends have
Oh,
video of me. I'm
girl,
sleeping and my head is like,
that is my MO.
I can sleep. Like I slept in
Yes.
my boot camp graduation standing up. Like I mastered how to sleep with my eyes open in the Marine Corps. A Marine would tell you we can sleep anywhere, anytime, any place, and it is so true.
Oh my
I've slept on bomb pallets, like the ammo. Doesn't matter. I'm asleep. I'm tired. I've slept on ammo, and it's really comfortable.
Why is it
Actually,
comfortable?
you're tired. You can sleep
You're
anywhere.
tired. It's the
We
only
will find somewhere.
prerequisite.
That was like the hardest part of adjusting to becoming a civilian again. It's like, wait, I can't go to sleep at work if I'm tired.
Oh shoot.
It's like I have to stay awake. And that's why I always wanted my own office, at work. That was like my goal. So I know they fucking sleep in there. They're not fooling me. And I was like, oh, just to be in the office and close the door and just take a nap.
Cozy
A
up
siesta.
under the desk.
Oh my gosh, when I was like pregnant with some of them, oh, Sophia, she was the main one. I was a receptionist somewhere. And I was just like, if I get under there, no one would even know I'm under this desk. Like I would literally look and contemplate just getting under the desk and going to sleep.
Oh my
I would
God.
go sleep in the bathroom at work when I was pregnant with
Really?
Sophia. Oh yeah.
Was there a
I
couch in
like
there? Or you just go on the toilet?
no, I actually would go in the stall, line the toilet seat like with so much tissue paper. I'm surprised I didn't clog up the drainage pipe. Yeah, I don't sit on public toilet seats. That's gross. Like line it up. I mean, line it up, and I would just sit there, set my alarm, be there for like 20 minutes, pass out. Like I needed that.
I am gobsmacked.
No, I
That's
needed to sleep. I needed a nap.
amazing. That's amazing.
I would go to sleep in the bathroom. Yes, with Sophia, hands down. I remember being pregnant with her. I went to bed at like 4:30 p.m. one day and woke up the next morning. I only got up to like pee. I didn't eat nothing. I just woke up, went to bed at 4:30 p.m., woke up the next day. I was tired.
I was tired,
I
period.
was tired. I can sleep. I love sleep. And I probably will get on the phone with the doctor and get checked for narcolepsy and sleep apnea. Because apparently this is not healthy. When I say it out loud, it's like, damn.
You're like, okay, this is all starting to, the self-awareness is kicking in.
Self-awareness is kicking in. But yeah, like right now, I'm like, all right, bye, I gotta go. I can just lie on the floor right here and go to sleep. If I sit still for too long, it's over.
It's
Mama
over.
is
It's
out.
over. Bye-bye. Night night. Oh
Yes,
my
I can
God.
sleep. I remember I was sick. This was when I was like 18. My friend and I were at like a college homecoming. and they're banging on the door. I must have fell asleep, but I don't remember falling asleep. And they were banging on the door. And they're like, "Are you sure she's in there?" My best
Oh my-
friend, she's like, "Yes, she's in there. I
Oh my-
promise you, she's in there." I mean, they were banging. Like the last time I remember going in the room was like 11:30, and then I came out like around 2.
Oh my God.
They were like, "Oh my God, you were in there, you didn't hear us banging on the door?" I was like, "Ooh." She was like, "I told you she's in there. She's sleeping."
It's just like
My best friend, she knows.
she
She
knows.
knew. She was like, "She's in there. I know she is. She's asleep." And then we just have to wait for her to wake up.
Oh my God. That's too funny.
I was like, "Oh, I want white mom. What happened? I must have fell asleep." And they're like, "We thought you were dead. Like we
It's
thought
hilarious.
something happened to me."
I love the passivity of the, oh, I must have fallen asleep.
I must have fallen
It's like, no, girl,
asleep.
you knocked out.
And they were
That's
like,
not
"We thought
falling.
something," right? They're like, "We thought something happened there." She's like, "Not me." I'm like, "I know you didn't." I was under the weather. When I'm sick, I guess I sleep deeper. The only thing I hear when I sleep is like my children. I don't hear thunder. I don't hear sirens. I don't hear anything.
But you hear your kids and you're like,
I hear
bing.
them. Yes, I get up for them.
Yeah.
I hear nothing else. I'm dead to the world, but I'll hear them.
Wow. Wow. That's a true mama right there. That's a
Now
true
I need a
mama.
nap.
Man,
And
that's
coffee doesn't work.
oh, coffee doesn't, if I'm tired, coffee will not wake me up. It will
No.
actually put me to sleep.
And being cold makes me tired too.
Being cold.
Makes me want to sleep. I want to just snuggle up and get warm.
Right, right. Which then initiates
Exactly.
Project
I want to go to
Knockout.
sleep.
Yeah.
Exactly. When I'm cold, I want to go to sleep.
Right, right, right.
So like office buildings, companies say, "Oh, we'll make it cold so they stay awake." Adverse effect. Because guess
Adverse.
who's going in the bathroom?
Oh my God.
It's above me now. Now I
It's
gotta
your
go take a nap.
girl.
I have heated blankets in some offices. I'm
Oh,
cold.
forget it. Yeah, I'm all about that.
But if I'm warm, I'm more likely to stay awake.
Interesting.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. No, you won't be seen. If Andrew making sure we won't see him.
He's
I
like,
didn't see you. I'm joking, we still can. Just like the Unabomber.
it's like
He's a hoodie
slinking.
on, sneaking around. He's like my sleep. Just sneaking around with a black hoodie. That's how my sleep probably looks. If I had a sleep persona. Just wait. Switch gears.
That's too funny. That's too funny. Girl, we have so much
Yes.
I think there's too much happening right now in the news, honestly, with people. Like people like really like there's a lot going down. I mean, can we just there's Usher. Or
Wait,
sorry,
who?
not Usher. Well, there is Usher.
What did he
but-
do?
Well, there's Diddy.
That's a whole nother.
No, that's what I'm saying.
This has been going on for years with him. With
Yeah.
Diddy. Like, there's always been theories and
Mm-hmm.
remarks and
Right.
beliefs that,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
that Diddy's, Diddying.
Diddian.
And Diddying. It may be new to some, but for others, it's like, oh yeah, we've heard that before.
Right.
And
Exactly. I mean, for sure. I remember when J-Lo was with him, there was insinuations of him being controlling and like being controlling about what she
yes,
wore.
yes.
Yeah. About what she wore, what she did, who she hung out with.
Mm-hmm.
And I like in terms of my closeness to it, it felt like okay. And I never really trusted Diddy's persona to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was very much like, okay, this is a brand. Because how is this dude who used to be Biggie's right hand be such a like a goody boy now? Like I don't buy that.
People like where he came from though, who his father was. It's like, Do you know who his father was?
I don't know who his father was.
I can't recall his father's last name, but his father used to hang with Frank Lucas, who was that really huge drug kingpin. Remember the movie American Gangster that Denzel was in? And he just hang with
Yeah.
Frank Lucas?
No way. That's his
Yes.
dad?
His dad like ran with him, like was
Oh,
in that life.
dang.
So yeah. So he grew up like
Yeah,
he kinda came from someone in
it
that
wasn't
life.
just gangster shit. It was like real gangster.
Yeah, like real
Yeah.
gangster shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like people might have this perception of him, but you don't sleep on Diddy.
No,
He
no.
might be about that action.
Right,
Mhm.
right, right. Yeah, no, 100%. I haven't read the allegations in detail.
There's
I've
so
only
many.
because there's
Wait,
on
which allegations with Cassie or with
yeah,
the other people?
right. Because there's there's also his ex bodyguard or something like
There's
that.
a lot to unpack. They're saying that he has a relationship with men, like
Yeah.
Meek Mill,
Yes, Meek
TD
Mill,
Jakes, right? Is it TD
Usher.
Jakes? Am I throwing TD Jakes' name out there? Or is it another pastor? But yeah, it's like a pastor. He's dark skinned, bald head. But yeah, it's a lot of folks that are just intertwined
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this. It's just like,
I mean,
damn.
I feel like it's due time for us to have more than just Lil Nas X in the hip hop community.
We have Frank Ocean.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what I'm saying is like it's
Yeah.
very all of a sudden has to be like a part of the brand. And then there's
Hmm.
like very there's like the underground genre. It's basically its own genre of like gay hip
Yeah.
hop.
Right.
And it's like very over the top. It's very explicit. It's very, right?
Like, right. It's like overt.
It's extremely over. Yeah.
It's like making a point. You know what I
Yes,
mean? To
exactly. Like
be
it has to
that,
be a part of the brand. It's like, okay, if you're
yeah,
gonna come out as gay in the hip hop world, then you need to like show your ball sack on this,
bust that
basically.
pussy wide open,
Yeah,
pussy
exactly.
out. Like that's what I want to see. Like Lil Nas X did. What's that video?
Yeah.
Waiting for or something when
Yeah.
he was in jail with all pink
Oh,
and they were naked dancing.
I loved that so much.
It's like, sir, like, oh my God, like this was, oh, like that needed a trigger warning. Like, I'm like, oh, here's no video out. I'm like, oh, okay, Jack Harlow. I'm like, all right. Oh my
Oh
God,
my
avert
God.
your gaze, avert your gaze. Like, close your eyes, stop looking at it. You might turn to stone. So it caught me off guard. I'm like, oh, is that his
It's
ball sack? You know?
it's very explicit.
It was explicit, yes.
It was
And I know
very
he does it for shock value. And it's
Of
just,
course. Oh
it's
my God. Have you seen
hilarious.
Dave Chappelle when he talks about Lil Nas X and Dreamer?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, I'm in somebody's
He's like,
dream.
he's like, what did he say? He comes up to me and he's like, I was gonna invite you to I was gonna invite you to be on my video. And he's like, who are you?
Who are
And
you?
he's like, you know.
You know who I am. You know. He's like, what? He's like, what? That was hilarious.
So
We
funny.
were cracking up. Yes. That was a good
100%,
one.
100%. But it's again, it's like, okay, aside from obviously the violence and all these things that should absolutely not happen. But it would be amazing if we had someone who is at that level like Diddy.
Right, like so mainstream and such
So
like a
mainstream,
prominent figure.
mainstream, exactly. And just
Hmm.
being like, what is it called? I mean, there's a term for it when it's, because there's when they're not as flamboyant, basically. I forgot there's a term for it. When they're more
Oh, like masculine kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it could like for gay women, it's like there's butch or there's what do they
Like
call them?
femme,
Yeah, there's
lipstick,
femme.
right?
There's a couple of different terms for like the more masculine,
Oh yeah,
but
they do have different ones. Like when you're giving trade, that's like someone's giving trade, like they seem like a little bit more like,
right.
thugged out. You know what I
Uh-huh, yeah.
mean? He's a bear, a
Right,
bear
right, right.
daddy.
Well, yes, yes. And there's the bears, the otters, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yes, it's a whole
It's a
thing.
whole it's a whole thing. The whole thing.
We need to
It's
have someone
amazing.
come on
We
here
love it.
and
We're very
go through
pro
it.
it because it is
Yes, but
everything.
I think he'd be considered like trade, right?
He
He's
could be
straight.
considered trade, but he's not overtly thug,
Right.
you know, but
No, he's
he's
not either.
classy.
Right.
He's got, at least the brand is classy. Again, not talking about, you know, Diddy dark shit. We're talking about,
Pretty dark shit.
yeah,
That could be
but
like a whole different spinoff.
yeah,
Diddy after dark.
Diddy. Well, that's literally it,
that.
right? Like, that's what's so disturbing. It's like, okay, we knew that he was dark, but we didn't know he was like surpassing R. Kelly, basically.
Okay. Right. And I'm
That's
telling
really
you,
it. That's it.
it
Like
would
R.
be
Kelly
called
was an
Diddy.
amateur
Right.
compared to
Compared to
Diddy.
that. He's like, damn, R. Kelly's even like, oh my gosh. Like,
R. Kelly is shocked.
what the fuck did he do? Oh, he's like, oh shit. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Feeling on a booty. All right now.
Well, R. Kelly was also, he swung different ways.
Well, under 18.
Well,
He swung that way. I don't think he liked guys.
I thought that there was some, God, I can't remember now.
I could be wrong, but I think R. Kelly, he just liked them young.
He just liked them young. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just liked them
He,
young.
well, and he
Young
was, I
girls.
mean, then he, yeah, I mean, he didn't just like them young. He liked to completely dehumanize them.
That's why he got them young, so he can like dehumanize and mold them how he
Mhm.
wanted to mold them. So that way
Right.
they thought it was, acceptable. You can't do that to an older woman.
Unless, well, I mean,
Well, you
this
could,
is
but
all a whole other bucket of worms, but
yeah, you could, depending
Kanye and
on
Bianca.
that sensory. Good Lord. You can, depending on, how much you're gonna pay her, I guess.
Well,
If you're up for
it's just like
sale,
that. You have to be you have to find a very specific.
type who's into that,
Yeah.
self-humiliation and depreciation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's a
or
whole, it's
women
like
who've
public
gone through
S&M.
things,
It's like public
right?
S&M, basically.
Or like women who've gone through things, and if you have a certain stature, they'll kind of just be like, "Oh, he has the money.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
pick on me. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Just give me 200 to
Exactly.
wipe it
It
off."
takes a little more strategy.
Yeah, it's more strategy when they're older. If you do find one, it's not impossible, but it's easier when
They're
they're
younger.
younger. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But yeah, that Bianca, and she's so pretty. But it's just
She's
like,
so pretty.
aren't you tired of your ass cheeks and vagina just on these outside surfaces
And her
all the time?
boobs. Just no, she never wears a bra. I'm sorry.
Ever. More power
She's got
to
great.
you.
She's got beautiful boobs.
She has a nice pair. Because honey, if I
But
was out there, my shit
yeah,
would be pointing
exactly.
due
If I
south.
mean, I'm just saying, if I
Due
had what she's
south.
working with,
But I'm just like, don't you get tired of your vagina and butt
aren't you
cheeks? It's like,
cold?
aren't you cold? And I feel like her vag and her butt cheeks are like touching like outside seats all the time. It's like,
Girl.
does she get like an antibiotic drip? Like, is she just like, this is for your vagina, just use this and just, because you're gonna need it.
Maybe she's got tape.
Maybe her
Got
little
tape.
hole is taped off, so that way nothing can.
I mean, like that's a thing, right? Like,
Probably Yeezy tape.
like even like athletes will like put like a tape so that they don't get like camel toe or they don't get
Drag queens.
right.
They talk.
Well, yeah, exactly. When you're taping it back. Yeah.
Do you think they have Yeezy duct tape that she uses?
Easy duct tape.
Yeah, he might start selling that. Yay tape.
Well, they might use what's her the
Oh, Trinity the Tuck
no
from RuPaul.
Kim K's
Oh, Skims.
Skims, the skim tape.
Call it Scoochie tape. Like skim and coochie, Scoochie tape. Or scape. Scoochie and tape together. Scape it.
Scape it. Actually,
Scape it.
I think we're onto something.
Call me Kim. You heard it here first. If you see Scoochie tape, escapes on Skims.
Yep. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Just give me a cut. No pun intended.
Cut
Of the earnings.
It's so good. That's so
Thank
good.
you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So there's Diddy. Okay. And then there's well, Christian Horner. Oh my God. When I
had a
tell
Red Bull.
Yeah, so this whole thing is just absolutely crazy. So we talked about it last time. And then after we talked about it, the what was leaked to the press was then leaked to the public
Mm-hmm.
through a public Google Drive of all these images. There was 70 something images. And when I tell you it felt like it felt how did it feel? It felt
I mean, for what I saw for one picture, I know it can't feel like much.
oh
It can't. It just can't. It just can't. I'll leave it at that. I should have greased up my finger like a little glazed Vienna sausage.
oh my God.
He could have left that in the drafts. He didn't even say that. But he
Oh,
was, confident in it. So,
he
more power
was.
to
He was
you.
feeling himself. He was feeling himself. Now,
That
if
little
you're
nipple.
feeling yourself in a legitimate relationship, go on, like
Yeah,
feel
don't
yourself.
be.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel
Like,
like that was unsolicited Vienna sausage pick.
but
Nobody wanted that.
but you're talking about somebody at work. Okay, here's where it gets crazy though. Okay. So the leak happens, and then like a week later,
Mhm.
she gets suspended.
Right.
That is some confusing ass shit.
That's sketch. And like
Because
I said last time, all I hear is lawsuits.
I mean, I'm sorry, but okay, so this detail we didn't share last time, but Christian Horner is not just the principal for the team, he's also the CEO
Right.
of Red
It
Bull
just like gets
Racing.
worse.
Yeah.
It just gets worse.
Yeah. So it's like, it really is the whole like, okay, so you investigated yourself and found yourselves
Right. It's
not
like
liable. If,
that was a real good investigation, really thorough, I'm
mhm,
sure.
mhm. If in fact she or this whole thing was misconstrued or manufactured or done under false
Hmm.
pretenses or whatever, then and I read this comment under one of the articles, and it said if this was in connection, if her being suspended was in connection to the investigation, then why didn't they suspend her when they cleared him?
Right.
Because if they cleared him and say now they want us to believe that maybe she did something wrong, why
Hmm.
wouldn't they suspend her when they cleared him?
Right. Or had her suspended while the
Exactly.
investigation was pending. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? It
So
doesn't make sense.
something happened in the meantime, which is the leak. So if they're suspending her because of the leak,
And he's the CEO.
and I mean, girl, I am just beside myself on all of this. So the
Like,
only thing she can do is, yeah, she's got to go to a third party. She's got to go to the legal
yeah.
system because this is crazy.
And they're in London, right?
They are, I think one of he's in London.
Okay.
I don't know where their headquarters are.
All right.
I think it's
Me
Austria.
neither.
Well,
Oh,
there's like there's Thailand part, and then
yeah.
there's an Austrian, I think it's Austrian, headquarters. And then yeah, and
They're
there's
like
just like
kind of all
different
over.
sections, parts,
I
yeah.
wonder where she is, but either way, she needs to get a lawyer. She already has to obtain one because that is really sketchy. And if I was an attorney, I'd be like clamoring at this case for like the
Like,
huge payday.
hi,
Hi,
I'm available.
if you need anything,
I
just
am
hit
here
my
for
card.
you. Just saying.
Yeah, just
Just saying. Me and you. Me and
right.
you. We got
I know my calculus. You plus me equals us. Like and money. Remember that? Definitely. Like yeah. So what you doing later?
What you doing?
You want to have a confidential, attorney-client conversation or something like that?
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Yeah, that
I'm, yeah, it's
she's about
crazy.
to get paid.
So the season just started last week,
Mm.
and Jerry was there, and Jerry was all snuggled up to Christian. And
Yes.
then, of course, and then this weekend, it's in Saudi Arabia. And
Yes,
Jerry
yes,
is
I saw that.
Yeah, and Jerry's right there. She is there. She is there, and there. But there's been like reports that she's like, okay, I want you having minimal communication with this person because apparently like they work closely together.
Ah,
So Jerry's like, I don't want you
hmm.
talking to her. I don't want you, which
Yeah,
could also
obviously.
be, yeah, that could be grounds for, all right, I'm going to suspend her. I'm going to find grounds to suspend her.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Exactly.
and I'm sure they were grasping at straws with that one. They're probably like, because I think that what they're saying or what she said is she got hacked I mean,
Mm.
probably she didn't get hacked. She was probably the one who leaked it all. So they're
Hmm.
probably
She's a
saying like,
hack.
oh, that's,
Yeah, sure.
oh my
Everyone
God.
gets hacked when it's inconvenient.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
I got hacked. Like,
So,
who needs to hack you? Who are you?
and
Uh,
I do want to take a second to like, I feel like to address the tone of these messages
mhm.
because, she does say no, she does say stop, she does say think about Jerry, she does say all these things,
Yep,
but
she does.
she also doesn't come off as threatening. And it's easy for someone who has never been in that situation to be like, oh, well, she's clearly okay with it. She's flirting. She's doing this. Personally, as someone who has been in multiple situations like this,
Hmm.
um, I see a woman who is in that balancing act of don't give him what he wants, right? Don't
Right.
make him angry. So you have to not give him what he wants while also not making him angry, which is why
Very
there are
fine line.
right. So even in the where she goes like, "Oh, well, you did see me and that was a bit," and like
Hmm.
and like kind of playing with him because
Right.
that's the only way, the playfulness is the only way to keep him from getting mad that she's not giving him what he wants.
Right.
And then there's the just get the fuck on with your day.
Hmm.
Like
I
I
mean,
have
we've all been that way at work, right? Oh, happy International Women's Day,
Oh
everyone.
yeah. By the
And by the way, walk that tightrope.
way, girl, for real. That's so funny. Oh my
Yay.
God.
Women's
Hey.
Day.
Yay.
How fitting.
That's so funny. Yeah,
How
totally.
fitting, right?
How fitting. Yeah. All
But
it's the season
absolutely.
of women, that's for sure.
But absolutely. It's just, again, you don't know her situation, her circumstances,
Mm,
like maybe she needs this job and she's doing what she can to keep the job, but
100%.
also, not give him what he wants and
Yeah.
to have an affair with him. But
Hmm.
I think, was she the personal assistant? Is that what it said in one of the messages?
What?
Was she the personal assistant? Is that what it said in one of the messages?
So I don't know if she's the personal assistant, but she is definitely, yeah, she could be an executive assistant.
Right, like
She's
something that works
definitely,
very
yeah,
close with him in some
she's
way. Mhm.
definitely managing schedules and
Right.
coordinating between different parties and different
Hmm.
teams and different events. So
Yeah,
I and
definitely
I'm
EA.
and I feel, it has been said that it's obvious you can pretty much pinpoint who this person is, and there have been some pictures circulating of her
Who it
with
might
him.
be.
But
Oh,
I personally didn't do that deep dive just because I feel like I don't know, like while I do appreciate the drama that this is creating for
mm,
Christian, I also love that she didn't come out with her identity, and it wasn't like this widely public thing
right.
of
Because
her
that's not what she's
name.
looking for.
That wasn't what she was looking for. So yeah,
Hmm.
I didn't feel the need, honestly, because and maybe it's personally because it also feels really close to home because it has happened to me
And a lot of
two
women,
two times.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Two times too many. And it's just like I
Like
don't
I've
need to
been
see your
there.
face. Like I know you. Like I
Right.
know you, you know? So, yeah, but it does seem like she is the executive assistant or she is in a high
Hmm.
coordination level Yeah, totally. It's
You're like,
just
been there, done that. You're like, first time.
first time. I love that meme.
You're
Is
like,
so
here's a
funny.
handbook I wrote on how to survive.
Girl. Oh my God. When
Overtly sexist narcissists. Bosses.
and
The
people act
handbook.
like this doesn't happen
Right, like it
or
doesn't happen nowadays. It does. It's
still happens. It happens all the
all the time.
time.
All the
And
time.
the idea that, oh, well, how could Christian Horner be so stupid? It's not that yes, it's stupidity, but it's ego. And
Ego and narcissism.
and it's this idea that this person, they in their mind, they think this person likes me, right? This
Mhm.
person, I can trust this person because this person
Right.
is fun or is this. So they create this narrative in their head
Hmm.
about how this person feels about them and what
Right.
they have the power to do. Ultimately, they wouldn't say it outright, "Oh yeah, I have power over them." But they feel that the flirtation is this alpha flirtation of like, well, I'm just, in a position of power. I'm smart.
Hmm.
I'm this, I'm that.
Right.
And but what they are completely being unself-aware of is the fact that like you ain't all that. You ain't all that in a bag of chips. I'm sorry, baby.
You are not.
Yeah. Like you just no, 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 and no. No, no, no,
No,
no,
no, no.
no.
No,
No,
no, no.
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 Stop it.
Stop it.
No. Like, no.
Exactly.
He just no. He just
Yeah.
and you could just tell from those images and like
He
from
was
the text
really
and the
feeling
pictures, he was
himself.
really feeling himself.
I'm
Like
sorry.
he could have kept those in the drafts, like
He
that
could
nipple.
have. I'm happy for
People,
Jerry. She's found her man. I'm happy for Christian. He's found his woman who's going to stick by him and
yeah,
all
she's
his
gonna stick by
foolishness.
him.
You
Mhm.
know what I mean? That's great. But
All that. That's
also,
awesome.
yeah, but also if you did what you did,
Yeah,
now pay the price. Now own up and just let
and
and
pay
then
up.
yeah, just pay up. Just
Now he's
pay
gonna have
up.
to pay up. It's just not gonna be good. They're gonna have to make this go away. They're really gonna have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Good times, good times. So
Christian,
yeah.
Christian.
And then what else is going on? Then there's Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
I
How are you doing? Damn, girl, that
didn't watch the last two episodes. Did you?
I haven't no, not yet. I need to really do a dive. But I did read some articles and I did like see some clips,
Mm,
and that was a lot, to unpack and a lot to take in. It's just like I'm looking at her and I do feel bad because it's an awful, disease and they don't know much about it. It's the same thing that's, plaguing Bruce Willis. But
mm.
it's like,
Is it the same thing that Bruce Willis has?
yeah, it's the same thing Bruce Willis has.
Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's
Mm.
why he's just, out of the public eye now and retired. But
Right.
I feel like people have more sympathy for Bruce than they do Wendy, and it's just
Yeah.
like
For obvious
for obvious
reasons.
reasons. And I wonder if someone else was going through this, would she have as much grace as, they hope people will, reward her in this
Hmm.
situation? Because she probably talk about them like a dog too. And she was well enough, she talk about herself like a dog and not even knowing it was her she was talking about. But that's just Wendy, you know what I mean? But it's awful. I mean, you can't really. Well, a lot of people are saying it's karmic retribution,
Yes.
but celebrities have been really mum about it. I feel like even the ones that she's spoken badly about,
Yeah.
if Whitney was alive, she'd probably have something to say about it. But she did threaten to beat her ass once. But
I don't think I could see Whitney just being like, honestly, like, no
pull up.
comment.
I know she was like, Well, I don't know. Whitney, she's out. She's with it. I don't know. Whitney's from Newark, so shout out to Jersey. Whitney's Whitney's about that action, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Whitney probably would have had some words for her,
Yeah. I mean, I
but
feel like
yeah,
it's so bad.
it's just messed up.
It looks so like Wendy. clearly, like to me, it reminds me of it reminds me of Britney.
Yeah. Where is
Like
Brittany?
at her worst.
At her worst, when she
Yeah.
went Brittany and like
When she was like
shaved.
yeah, like she was having a full on, and even kind of now, like when she was, she does like the live streams and
Does she still do that?
um I think she
I
does.
haven't seen
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
haven't seen
it's
her.
that same, I mean, it's really, or even like Lindsay Lohan. I mean, there's the whole,
Yeah.
it's like a life cycle and it's a possible pathway for famous people, which is basically
Mm-hmm.
going crazy and you just fully commit to that persona
Yeah.
in a way that breaks whatever was left of you in terms of normalcy,
Mm-hmm.
and you just completely lose. You essentially embody um just being a product or just being
Right.
an image.
Hmm. That was just, it's just, I was at a loss of words. We haven't seen her in quite some time. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Since she was on the show and she was sick and then she
Hmm.
kind of just disappeared
Hmm.
from the public eye, and then to see her.
Hmm.
I'm like, who, first of all, who is taking care of Wendy? They have her on TV without her wig on. I'm like, oh, you see Rocco in the background?
Yeah.
No.
He's
But
on the
I'm like,
couch.
on the couch, kind of tightrope walking back there. But I'm like, who has her on TV without her wig? I'm like, oh, someone taking care of her does not like her very much because I'd be damned if
But
I'm out here
also, hold
with,
on.
uh-uh.
Nobody can take care of Wendy. If you watch this documentary, you see how
Oh,
she is,
yes.
even with the people who are closest to her. Oh my
Yeah, like
God.
the publicist or something like that. That was her
Yeah.
publicist or like assistant. And
Yes.
she was talking I would have choked her with that damn Chanel necklace she had on. Listen, lady,
Mm-mm.
because I mean, I feel like, yes, she's sick. And of course, with this condition, it changes your cognitive function. It could, also alter your personality. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel like, did
I don't
it
know if it
change
altered
that
it that
much?
much.
You know what I mean? I feel
It made her
like,
more of what she already is, I think.
right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, kind of like brought to the forefront. She didn't seem like the nicest person anyway. It's like, she seemed like a bitch. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is kind of what I expected, even if she didn't have the
Yeah.
disease.
She doesn't
So
have a filter. She might be on the spectrum.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe she is,
I
but
think
I'm
that
just
I think that
like,
happens a lot where it's kind of the root and then from there based on how you're raised, based on how all these other things, then you can, narcissism can come into play. So,
yeah,
being all these things can then come into play, but you can have the biological disposition from the beginning of
of being a
already
cunt.
being on the spectrum, you
Oh, being
know.
a fact, I thought you meant being a cunt.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm like, oh, she just predisposed to that, baby. I'm like, I was watching the clip. I was like, oh, is she fucking? I'm like, first of all, do you still have enough money to pay me? You can't talk to
yeah,
people and torment them like that and pay them
yeah,
pennies on the dollar.
yeah,
I mean, like, I have respect.
yeah.
You're gonna pay
So
me a high salary for this emotional abuse. Like, how
for
dare
the
you?
you will pay me for the
That's
emotional
why your ass is
abuse.
on TV without a wig on, and I have you on here with some damn braid down, set it off braids. This is why you out here looking like that. You
Mm,
see?
yeah,
See?
see,
You
see.
see? That's why your hair's not done. Or
Well,
your makeup.
she was
You
getting her
see?
nails done. She was getting her nails done, and
Oh,
this poor girl that was doing her nails. Oh my God. At first they were all nice and she's like,
uh-huh.
great. And she's like, oh, are you married? Do you want to have any kids?
Hmm.
And then she was like, get this shit off me. What are you doing? No, I said this. And then she's like, are you stupid?
That's
And the
that
gr-
dementia that just kind of popped out.
pop. And then the lady just stopped talking
Uh-huh.
and Wendy goes, you're disgusted by me, aren't you? And the woman didn't say anything.
Uh-huh. She's like, oh yeah. But they paid me to do this, so I'm gonna finish this job.
Oh my
It's
God.
like a
Unless they're
woman,
like, it's Wendy Williams. I hate it when famous people do that or people with a name, they go, I'll give you a platform.
I
That's payment. It's like,
Don't
Bitch,
like,
no,
bitch,
that's
I
not.
can't eat with that. What do you mean? Don't disrespect me like that. Like,
No.
there are so many influencer things you'll see like on Reddit or just like different feeds. You know what I mean? Oh, they told me they wouldn't pay me with money, but they would shut me out on their page. Not if some like that works for certain things. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I get it. But if you
Yeah.
already discussed payment of some form, don't try to tell me that you adding me on Instagram is gonna.
You're
I
right.
will, in this case, for example, I don't know if she did that to this lady, but if I provided a service that I can undo, I will snatch all that shit off and be like, no money, no hair, you know, something like that. But see, Wendy, speaking of no hair, if you were better to your people, they would have had you on TV looking good. At least get you a nice curly wig to slap it on, give you a
Yeah,
little 30-inch bust
something.
down or something like that. They have out there looking all types of fucking crazy.
Ugh.
I saw that clip, I was like, they didn't put her hair on. I said, they don't like that one. I mean, they were nice enough for her little
But if
Chanel
you look
necklace.
at how she is, I would
I
not
saw
be
that.
surprised at all if she was just like,
I'm just
"Rah!"
saying, I
And
don't
they're
think
like
this is that much of a
trying to
difference.
help her, and she's like, "Get off me!"
Get
You know,
off
I
of
could see
me!
that.
Yeah, at least a cute turban. Damn.
Something.
I mean, I don't know if I get to the level of senility, if that's a word. It sounds like it is.
Senility, senilism.
Yeah, that. Whatever. People know what I'm talking
Of
about. But I would be
craziness.
out there with my braids, with no wig on, no turban, looking cute, nothing. If you guys ever see me like that, just finish me off. Just put me out of my fucking misery because there's no way.
Call
Like, you
family
hear me?
services.
Just call, take me out. Like, I'll be eternally grateful if you. Mm-mm.
Oh my
Mm-mm-mm.
God. Oh my
Take me
God.
out, y'all. You have my full permission. Just do what you gotta do. Smother me with a pillow, whatever the fuck. But if I'm out there with them braids and just wigless in Seattle, take me out. Just take me to the king. I'm going home to Sky Daddy or wherever. If I'm out there looking like that, all types of crazy. Oh no. Oh,
Wigless in Seattle.
the horror. Like, oh my God. Like, that's
So
like
funny.
RuPaul being in full drag with no makeup.
Oh my God.
Right? Just
The
would you
sacrilege.
kill RuPaul now? Like, she would say the same thing. Just kill me, bitch. It's
Yeah.
over. It's clearly my time has set. Just let me go.
Right across
Or
the
that's like
throat.
Trinity the Tuck not being tucked
Right.
in drag. Just kill her, bitch. She's done. Trinity has tucked her last tuck. If you ever see her in drag and
Tucked her
she's not
last
tucked,
tuck.
just kill her. She's not in her right mind. It's over.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I
Done.
will, and I think that's the whole point of like, where is Wendy and what is she doing? And it's kind of like, I don't know, what's your opinion on the fact that this was even created, made, and publicized?
You know what? Isn't it like so ironic?
Mm,
Right?
mm,
Like
yeah.
she's now in the place, it's like the tables have turned. Like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? Like now she's the spectacle. You know what I mean? Now she's the
right.
one that's the hot topic.
But do you think maybe that's how she sees it? She sees it as she's the hot topic. Maybe she
Yeah, and I think
likes
that she's
that.
open to it. And you
Yeah.
know, it kind of brought her like back to the public eye again. Again, it's been like 2 years.
Right.
So it's like been like this kind of mystery. And I feel like she had a part in that. You know what
Mm.
I mean? Like building it up. Because they've been filming for 2 years and you
Right.
haven't heard anything about her.
She's an executive producer, so she absolutely saw the final cut.
Right. I don't know if she remembers seeing it, but I feel like she was of sound enough mind
Right.
when they drafted this contract
Mm.
to know, you know
Mm.
what I mean, that this is what it's gonna be. And
Yeah.
maybe her son, I think he's a part of it as well. Someone
That
that
whole thing
has
is
her,
that's sad. I feel bad about that.
yeah,
I mean, there's a
but
lot
I
I
feel
feel bad
like
about, but like,
mhm,
her son seems like he genuinely, or her family in general seems like
they care, you know what
they
I mean?
seem
And
like they care, like genuinely.
she's lucky to have them. But I feel like when she drafted this plan out, like they were there with her and they signed everything and she made sure it was ironclad as it could be
Yeah.
because she's probably not who she was,
Right.
Mentally 2 years ago, especially
Right.
with, a condition like this. It can be really debilitating and degenerative.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
people are talking about her again. She's relevant.
Yeah. I mean, I will say she's kind of I can totally see her. She's, a gay icon for sure. I mean, she's definitely she's memeable. She's
Oh
like a
yes,
whole vibe.
she
She's a
has always
whole,
been memeable.
you know what I
Always.
mean? Like if Kali, the goddess Kali was a real person, it would be like train wreck, crazy. But you're like, but we channel from her for inspiration.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna watch that. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of her. Like, she was on a radio station here, it was WBLS, in New York. And that's what she did for like a decade before she got the Wendy Williams show, possibly even longer. So
Wow.
we're used to her on the radio.
Yeah.
And then she finally got her show. And I would watch her show. It was entertaining. Like, no matter what, she was entertaining. Did
Yeah.
I agree with everything she said or how she went about things?
Mhm.
No. Because on her show, she was different than she was on the radio.
Really? How
On
so?
the radio, she was like cutthroat. On the show, she was much more dialed down.
Oh,
She was very
interesting.
dialed down. Yes, that's why Whitney Houston called into radio and said, "You lucky I'm not there, and you lucky I'm not, so I would meet your ass outside." And she would beat her ass in the street. She was serious. Like, she was different on the radio, way more cutthroat.
Right.
And TV, of course, you had to kind of dial it down, be mainstream, not be
Mhm.
too messy, but messy
Right.
enough that you get some viewership. But
Yeah.
her show was good. It was doing great, and her show would still be on the air
Yeah.
had she not
Spiraled.
spiraled and developed this condition. She would
Yeah.
still be on air, still making money hand over
Yeah.
fist. She's entertaining.
Yeah, and they kind of talk about that in the show. It alludes to the idea that, like, okay, the reason is that they had to cancel the shows because they really weren't getting locked down information. They couldn't really trust. Is
Mhm.
she going to be ready? Is she going to be available? Is she going to show
Right.
up?
That's the
Yeah.
only reason. It was just that, volatility there, like
Yeah.
the instability. But if she was still of sound mind and body and she was healthy, oh yeah, she'd have like 10 more seasons. You wouldn't get her off the air. Like, as long as there's celebrities, there'd be a Wendy Williams show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah. 100%.
It's just kind of unfortunate that it, took this turn. No matter what people do. Well,
Right. Right.
not always. Some people deserve it. Not her. I'm not saying she deserves it, but some people like, no, I can see that. Like let's say if Hitler was still alive and he
Yeah.
got this condition.
I was thinking
it's
that.
like,
Yeah. Or Putin.
or listen,
That would be helpful, probably.
the world would be like,
I mean, that tracks.
it took long enough.
It took long enough.
It's like about damn time. Shit. Like, he's still kicking. I mean, like, we have good people dying every day, and it's like, but they're still walking the earth.
Exactly. It's like, how in the world?
Like, who did you sell your soul to? Like, at this point, it's like, come on now. Like, we need to know. But yeah, I'm not saying she deserves it. Some people
Right.
do.
Right.
So it's like, if you heard, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's pleasant.
It's always
I'm
hard to
happy
say
hear that.
who would deserve it, but you have an idea.
Hitler,
There's an idea. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay. You
Kim
know.
Jong, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, because Un
Or
is
Un?
bad, right?
Forgot.
But whatever, me, she, we eat. One of them. Kim Jong something. Kim Jong
It's a
something.
Kim.
It's a Kim.
Yeah.
KJ. Go KJ.
KJ.
KJ. The little bad haircut and poorly dressed person. But yeah, like him, you'd be like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be like, oh no. It'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, good
Like,
today.
well, no.
It's like there was a story where like this guy killed a whole bunch of pedophiles living in a motel or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was a few years ago. I think it might have been in Florida. I'm not sure. But he kind of went vigilante, took, shit into his own hands and set them motherfuckers ablaze. And it was like, wow, the news I didn't know I needed today. You know what I mean? It's like, if I was in a jury, I wouldn't convict.
Personally, it's like one of those things where it's like, I am going to withhold from my excitement or my like approval.
Not me. Burn them bitches. Burn them to the ground. Rocco agrees. That's why he's barking. charbroil them. I hope it looks like fucking Whopper Juniors in that bitch. Barbecue,
Yes.
sizzle
Yeah.
them, burn them. I'd be there. Bucko, I know you're excited too. I'd be there ready to char their dead bodies. I'm telling you, it would be a great old time.
Yeah.
But you know,
Barbecue. We'll do some
barbecue.
s'mores.
I would.
Yes.
I would literally roast s'mores over their dead
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
And maybe a few others. I
Yeah.
can't hide my
I see it.
excitement.
I see it as karma. I see it as like, yes, that tracks. It
Like,
makes sense. You
yeah.
commit to high risk, terrible activity. You're gonna, you know,
Yeah, you know,
fuck around, find out.
that's like the highest scale. It's like the trajectory. That's like the only thing that makes sense in statistics.
Right.
It's a fuck around, find out scale. Like
Yeah.
that tracks, that parabola.
100%. 100%. You keep digging that hole. Oh, you're gonna find out.
See, so things like that. It's like that's good.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yeah.
like that. That
Totally.
makes me
Totally.
smile. That brings me joy.
It's some
I can't
peace
hide
that
my
there's some
excitement.
balance in the world.
Yeah, it's like you're like, this is good.
This is good. This is good.
I like it. Like this brought joy to my day. It was dim. But now I can move forward knowing with this information that there has been some resolution and justice served in this world.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it.
And yeah, I can't help it. I can't help but feel like, oh, like however many there were in that hotel, there are that many less. It's like, okay, cool.
Right? Thanks. Like you did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I said
then
what I
the
said.
other thing is
Mhm.
Love is Blind.
I got 12 minutes to talk about this. And I'm gonna try to make sure 10 of it is not about him.
When I tell you let me just start here and say that Love is Blind as a show has really fucked with my feelings. Okay.
It's like the worst best social experiment.
It
That's
is
like
it has taken me through an emotional journey that I feel regretful of having signed up for because I don't feel like I've gotten anything in the end of it. I don't
especially this
feel
season.
any better of a person, and I don't feel any resolution. I don't feel I'm only angrier and I'm only more disappointed and I'm only like,
You see?
you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, what is the point? And I will be honest, I'll be totally transparent. I've been here before, almost at the end of every season. I felt this way.
I know. Every season.
I feel like I'm at a pinnacle right now. I feel like I'm at the height. I'm at the point, like the highest point of which I can be just through this one couple. There was a couple couples where I was like, why? Everything seemed perfect. I don't understand.
Well, no, but this one is different.
This one is different.
This was like, to me, the equivalent if Lauren and Cameron in the first season didn't get married. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if they.
You can't imagine. You can't. You feel like the fabric of your reality has just kind of like combusted. You're like, this doesn't make sense.
Ripped apart at the seams. It's like, what happened? We were sitting here watching, like, and like, oh, we know we know they're good. They're good. Whatever. Let's just watch it so they could say yes, so we could be happy.
And even while it's rocking down the aisle, I'm like, he's gonna be such a good daddy. And I know, I'm like just so excited. Like, oh, she's gonna be such a cute mommy.
She's so patient. She's so evolved. She's just
this beautiful family.
Wonderful. Like this is great.
Healed, evolving. Yes. We're getting past our generational trauma. Just like all this that just felt
she seemed to have a great family. I'm like, this is good. He sat there, he played in her face like that. Clay played in Avy's face. Like he could have told her before they got there that he was having doubts. Like with Chelsea and what's his name?
Jimmy.
What's his name?
Jimmy.
Like, I respect him for that.
Mhm.
and she should too.
Mhm.
He told her before
He didn't do
left
it in the best
office.
way because he was
He
like,
did it.
"Oh, I'm so excited. I love you. I have no doubts." Da 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 da. Hey, by the way,
Right.
how
He was
are
like,
you feeling about the
actually, he's
wedding?
like, how are you feeling? I'm gonna dial it back. Hard stop. Let's put a pin in that. How are you feeling? Because I mean, after that last argument they had, it kind of gave him second doubts. And I get it. You know what I mean? He could have went about it a better way for sure. But at least he didn't have her go up there all dressed in her, I believe was an ugly dress, up there on that altar and be like, no. You know what I mean? Because she was going to say
Chelsea's
yes.
dress. You're saying Chelsea's dress was
Yes.
ugly. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Everybody's dress was ugly except for AD's.
Except for 80s. Also, I don't know if
Yes.
80s was just so amazing that
I
it
mean,
just
her body, AD
immediately.
is stacked. You know what I mean? But it was a nice dress. It was very timeless, very classic. Her body
Beautiful.
definitely set it off. But it was just, I like dresses like that,
Elegant.
like bespoke,
The
elegant, timeless
lines.
dresses. Clean lines, dresses that'll look good in a photograph 30 years from now.
Right.
And not like, you look at dresses from the early 90s, you're like,
Ugh.
wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. But something
Yeah.
like her dress, you know what I mean?
The big
It's
ruffles.
timeless. Yeah, the big ruffles and the big power shoulders, the frilly sleeves.
Yes.
But like 80s dress, her dress was timeless. If you want to wear that dress 20 years from now, you could. You know what I
Absolutely
mean?
timeless. She could
And
hand down that dress.
that's what I'm saying. That could be an heirloom. You could actually hand down and alter it any way you want. But it was a nice timeless piece. Jimmy could have went about it better. And the way he kept going about it, like just in general, when he kept saying, I'm confident in my decision. Like, are you sure you're confident in your decision?
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Every time
I think Jimmy was full of shit.
he was.
I don't think from the get-go. I don't
as
think
soon as the thing lifted up, he was like,
he was already trying to get out.
he's like, I like
almost
your
left the
teeth.
night before.
Yes, and then he told her, she's like, what's the first thing you noticed about me? He's like, you had nice teeth.
Girl.
I mean, he could at least said eyes.
At the very
least, I noticed your eyes because that's a great compliment.
Like, you're gonna compliment my teeth?
He said her teeth. Andrew and I were like,
And how about when they were in bed and she's like, anything else?
Like she was fishing. Like, anything else?
And he's staring at her eyes. He's like, no.
Nope, that's it. And he gave me Peyton Manning vibes, by the way. I don't know. He sounds like Peyton Manning to me. Yeah, I could picture him screaming out Omaha or something like that, like when he's about to do an audible. But he kept saying, I'm confident in my decision. I'm confident in my decision. How much you want to bet?
Was.
He never was.
She hit the nail on the head. She said, I don't think you were ever going to say yes to me. And
no.
I think she was totally right. She's a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? But she has lucidity and she was at least authentic in the process. I don't think Jimmy was authentic, period. You should see Sark when he imitates Jimmy. He's like,
Rocco, shut.
He's like, I love you. I love you so much.
I love you so much. I'm confident in my decision. Like, why do you keep saying that? Like, if you played a drinking game for every time he said I'm confident in my decision, you would literally have alcohol poisoning. And I cannot wait to see the reunion next week, and I want to see if he walks in with Jessica.
I have a feeling.
And she might walk in with Trevor, maybe. But once he saw Jessica, that was I knew that. I'm like, oh, he's gonna see her and it's gonna be game over. And she knew that, like in her mind, even before that whole like barbecue that they had. That once he saw her.
Here's the thing: I don't like them as a couple at all.
I don't like them either. I hope because Jessica can get out there.
Yeah.
Because looks aside and everything, she's not the man. He's not the guy she needs.
No, she needs a man's man.
Like if that was too direct for him, then I don't know what he's used to. But that's weird.
That's very weird. I mean, Chelsea was actually a good match for him in his style, I guess. But I was reading an article. They interviewed Jessica. Jessica did date Harry. Do you remember Harry from another? I forgot what the reality show was. Like it was like it was, oh God, it was the one like hot ones or hot, too
Too
hot
hot
to
to
handle.
handle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have to look it up now and see. We watched Too Hot to Handle, and my
Yes.
favorite season is still season 2, by the way. But
I
we do
think it's
watch Too Hot
that
to Handle.
season that Harry was in. It was Harry and the girl, and they were both kind of sluts, but they ended up actually falling for each other and they kept costing everybody money.
Let me see. Too Hot to Handle. Let me see. You watch Too Hot to Handle?
I have. I haven't watched it recently though. I don't know if they
Okay.
have any new
Oh,
episodes.
Harry from the first season. He
Yes.
dated Francesca.
Francesca, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I
she
still don't think
dated
that's a good
him.
match for her either.
So she dated him and then they're not dating anymore. But she alluded. She said who I'm dating now. She was basically saying like it's gonna be gobsmacking. It's gonna be like shocking, basically, that and it's
The only
100%.
one that would shock me if it was Jeremy.
Yeah. It's gonna be somebody.
Jeremy.
It's gonna be somebody. Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh my God. Dude, Jeremy he got under my skin, let me tell you.
He did. He was like the ultimate gaslighter. I'm like, he's really trying to make her seem like she's crazy. And I'm sitting here like, okay, like, wait, let me try to see from his perspective, which is what, sociopath, narcissistic gaslighters
Yeah.
want you to do. But I'm like, no, girl, I'm like, you are valid. Are you
Yeah.
out of your mind? Like his
Yeah.
mother said, you're lucky it
It
wasn't
wasn't
me.
me.
Because I'd have been,
Mhm.
wait, she's like, oh, I heard about you. I'd wait on you at the door, just
Oh my God.
waiting. Yes. Oh no, that wouldn't have worked out.
I
I
would
probably
have
took his
locked my
ass until the
door.
lake.
I would have, hey, while he was out, I would have called to get the
Do I
locks
say
changed.
Jack will have a brother or
And I'd been
something
like,
come
I'm
and fix
sorry, you don't
that?
live here. I'm
You
sorry.
don't.
I don't know
I don't
you.
know. Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't know this man. What did Kiki Palmer say? I don't
Hmm.
know this man.
I don't know this man.
Mm-mm. No,
100%,
absolutely
100%.
not.
I
But I
feel
can't
like,
wait to see the reunion.
yeah, totally. I feel like this season had a skewed high turnout for neurodivergent males. I
Hmm.
feel like actually Clay. I feel like Clay, I've told you this before. I think Clay's on the spectrum
You
because
did say
he
that.
did not read the situation at
At
all.
all. And then he said, I didn't realize, like, at the altar, I didn't realize, like, you see Aiden walk by. I didn't realize the importance of the situation. Or I'm like, wait, where have you been this whole time?
Exactly. He
Like,
misread like the purpose of the show and like
why are you here? Did you not get the mantra? He's like getting cozy back there. You see
I
him? He
can't
like,
see.
make sure you add this because this is
It's
as
so funny. I
authentic
just
as
see
it
like
gets.
bouncing like
Just
a
bouncing around, just getting
figure.
cozy with my iPad. But yeah,
Nice.
like, it's not the first season of the show. Like, did you
Right.
not watch the shows?
It's
Like,
like
did
he
you
figured
not
like, oh,
understand?
it's okay. The wedding is just maybe, but you can still have your person.
Right. He was like, what do you mean? What do we do now? Bitch, what do you mean? What
When
do I
he
mean?
said, when he said, you crying is breaking my heart.
Girl would have to break his face. Saying Jesus himself would have to come up that cross to get me off of him. Do you hear me? No, I'm sorry. I know they say violence is the answer, but
I mean,
it is. And in the words of Drita, from Mob Wives, Staten Island, shout out to you out there. It is. Because I don't know. Like I try to I try to be involved. But as soon as he said something stupid shit like that to me, it would have sent me like to a different place. Unhinged, untethered, I would have known.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, it would have been like Kill Bill when people were on her list and like the sirens start going off. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna come at his ass like a spider monkey. Like, like right on his
Yeah.
face. Like, what is it?
Oh, like the from Alien,
Yes, when it comes
the
out the
face
pod or
huggers.
whatever. That'd have been me on his ass. I'm telling you, Jesus himself would have to get off that cross and pull me off of him. Because a 7-inch army couldn't hold me back. You hear me? I would have been on his ass. They would have to pull me off. blood
When I
everywhere.
tell you,
Gown ruined.
when I tell you that I empathized so hard with AD, and I could see even the way that she was with him in
She was
terms
still
of
trying
like
to have a therapy
understanding
session.
him, communicating with him.
She said, "What are you doing?" She was still trying to have a therapy session
She was
with
like,
him.
"What are you doing?" She's like,
And
"Clay,
his
please don't.
fuck
Clay,
him and his
please."
daddy. I said what I said. Margarita's a real MVP though. She's a
Oh
champ.
my God. And yes, like literally to be so disappointed in an outcome and yet so and there was an article that said it was an opinion piece and it said that Clay's mom gave Love is Blind a soul. And when I
She
tell
was.
you
It was
that
a sermon. Yes.
I felt that, oh my God. I mean, in her composure, her in level her of emotional intelligence, her
Yes.
eloquence. I
And
mean,
able to still speak to that man like that, knowing that he took him to go cheat.
and you could tell,
Uh,
I mean, and what I loved was when he started crying. And did you see her reaction? She had to control every cell in her being to not laugh in his face, but she
yeah,
did
she
very lightly roll her eyes and look away.
like
Like, we've been here before.
child.
And he went right into the generational trauma. And it's like, yes, and what are you doing? Right?
Yep.
Yes, and like, it
Mhm.
can't all be about you. It can't be all about your trauma.
Mhm.
And she said, I mean, everything she said was so on point, including don't make excuses.
Yeah.
Don't do this, don't do that. Just say sorry. That's it. And then move
Have
on.
accountability and move on. That's
That's
it. Don't be
it.
like him. Looking for excuses for his bullshit.
Oh my
Piss
God.
me
Oh
off.
my God.
But
Yeah.
Margarita's the same. She needs a show or something.
She
Or
needs a show. She needs a talk show. She
she needs a
needs,
talk show.
oh
Miss
my
Margarita
God.
needs a talk
She,
show.
and
Yes.
and I love that they showcased, and they've been doing this. Like, there's a decent amount of diversity on Love is
Mhm.
Blind, which is great and
Yes.
that I really appreciate. And they show different, like they break the mold in terms of
Yeah.
what can be considered stereotypes, like
Mhm.
all these people are professionals, all these people are in their game,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they're all, I mean, there's some crazy people here and there, but it's like I saw this meme where it was like Love is Blind background checker, and it was like this
Mhm.
guy and but this was in reference to the fact that now they're finding out like all these people had relationships in the background. But it was this guy, he was barely checking people. He was just like doing this
Like
to
a
people.
quick pat down, like, yeah, you're good. And they have like
Hey, you're
guns and
good.
knives
You're
probably
good.
sticking
You're good.
out, like, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're
But
good. That's exactly.
what they did do was make sure that people came off professional, that
Hmm.
people were for the most part professional.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I just I do appreciate that. But no, I think I really hope this isn't like a bad toxic relationship where I just go back into the cycle of saying yes after the reunion and go, okay, fine. There's some closure. And then just,
Spoiler alert, you will. Captain Love is Blind season 7.
ah,
You'll be there.
ugh,
You'll be there. It's okay. It's like a toxic relationship. You keep going back to them, even though you said
it
it's fine.
is.
It's too good.
It is too good.
See? It just feels too good, and then you keep going back to them.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that was fun.
And see.
And see. Thanks for listening to Gooped and Gagged with Vanessa and Pilar. New episodes every week. See you next time.